Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel that is about taking an idea and turning it into a product. And it's not just about that, but in this blog and during this blog, I am actually going to turn my idea into a product. And if you haven't seen the previous episode, so I have a company, it's called Daphne. It's a beauty brand that launched the original hair straightening brush. And we're now developing a super exciting brand new product. I am excited and at the same time terrified because it can really fail and then you all will know. And at the same time, I thought that the thing that people have asked me most was how to turn an idea into a product. So we're gonna take you through the whole steps from an idea exploration to really a selling product. We're going to go through marketing strategies, pricing, business plans, investors, everything. This episode today is about how to validate your idea on the internet for free and other things that you can use, like institutions that would be willing to help you save some money and get more insights. Are you ready? Let the ideation begin. So there is a really famous quote by Henry Ford I love that he said, if I had asked the people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. And that is really the sort of curse of an innovator, because you ask your friends, your family, but they are probably not innovators, because innovators are only 2.5% of the population. I've shown a chart in the previous video and maybe I'll show it now again. Why not? So that's probably the reason they don't see your idea the way you do. And what you want to do with your idea is just take it online and start getting intelligence. That is the first step. So I think that an idea should be validated both inwardly and outwardly. We're going to start with outwardly, which is intelligence, meaning what's out there, what's in the market. So there are a few tools that are totally free that you can use to learn what's really out there. So the first one that I'm going to talk about right now is Google Patents. Google Patents is a great platform to find previous patents in your field, the field that you're interested in. I will have a different episode about patents, but you should know that every patent that has been authorized is published. It's open. You can actually find it very easily through search words on Google Patents. Here is a little example right now.
So in Google Patents, this is super easy. You just write down Google Patents, you enter Google Patents, and you can really see the history of patents that have been published. This doesn't mean you will see here the history of patents that have been published in the filed in the last year and haven't been published, but everything else is public. So here, let's say my patent is about some sort of a reusable diaper, and I want to see what's out there. So I'm just writing this down, and there are so many patents here, as you can see. This is a really great part here that you can see, which patent office, which inventor, which assignee, the dates and priority. This is super important. I will have an in-depth episode about patents, but just know this: if the patent was filed over 20 years ago, it means that it's not valid anymore. At the same time, you can't rewrite the same patent. You want to make sure that you're not stepping on anybody's toes, especially not big companies. And let's say if you take one of these, I don't know who is this company, but if it is a big company, they are going to be able to protect their patent no matter what. And also you would be able to see all the things here. You'll be able to download prior art. Is super important because you can find from here a lot of other patents that are similar. So you want to really understand the strength of your invention, and this is really the place Google Patents can be super helpful.
But the thing about Google Patents is it would only show you patents that have been granted, like I told you, which it means these patents have probably been written about at least 3 years ago. So to find out what's really happening right now, you want to go to Google Trends. Now, Google Trends would help you understand, sort of in a way that is not really numerical, if your category is growing or not. A very simple demo of how to use Google Trends right now.
Trends would help you understand if the market you're looking into is something that is interesting, if it's growing or not, if it's decreasing, how big it is just going to be normalized based on other categories. So you need to get the market size and numbers information from somewhere else. But Google Trends is really among my favorite tools that Google has. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to write reusable diapers. Reusable diapers. I'm going to write reusable diapers, and I'm going to see what this looks like. Now look at all the platform here. You can see this is from the United States, past 12 months, all categories, web search. I can so definitely change this to, I don't know, any country I want. I'm going to actually go from that to worldwide to get as much information as I can, and I'm going to go to the past 5 years. I can show you here, you can look for different kinds of search, because maybe this is an image search kind of, or Google Shopping or YouTube search, maybe, I don't know. I'm just giving you an update, an idea here. So you can see this category is kind of the same, but biggest market was around 3 months ago, so it's kind of growing. Because it's really, really unstable, it's kind of small. That is what I've learned. If it's really unstable, it's kind of small. But if you can look and see here, you find the countries that are most interested in this category. And you can see Canada would be your place to start. Sell your product if you are really looking into selling reusable diapers, some sort of innovation in this field. And you can see United Kingdom is very, very small behind it. So even if you are from the UK, you may still want to start in Canada. Now you can see here things that are breaking, like reusable dog diapers, or I think these are actually the same, pow pow, and swim diapers, best reusable one. So this is actually a category that is emerging and growing, or Target reusable swim diapers. So there are all these other things that you can do. You can also compare countries. You can also compare categories. So for instance, I want to compare this with Pampers and see, is there any chance these are moderately big, and you can see not. You can see Pampers is so much bigger than reusable diapers still, which may be an opportunity in your presentation for investors. It may be a weakness, because Pampers is huge. I think there is so much to look at in here, but I'm leaving this tool with you. And again, let me know if you want a whole episode just about Google Trends.
Third and very, very, very important section is, who are you up against? Who are your competitors? And if you are the kind of innovator that believes they don't have competitors, you don't understand the game. There is always competition. There is always someone that addresses your specific the pain that you're trying to solve in a different way. And to find your competitors, you would do one of the few things that I mentioned. You would either just Google and try to find your competitors. So you would say, let's say, for instance, Daphne was created, the hairbrush was created, the competition of Daphne was a hair straightener. So I looked online and found all the different companies that manufacture hair straighteners and hair dryers and even hair curlers. And what is super important here is to know that you're not up against one monster that eats up everybody, because that's going to make your business either impossible to grow, or you want to just sell it into a big company like Facebook, for instance. If you have a business that is competing with a social media company, that is really, really hard competition. But for Daphne, for instance, there was a really long tail of small companies. And since I was not trying to build $1 billion company in day one, I knew that I could start sales and there wouldn't be one huge company that would not allow me to enter the market. To find this information, you would either do what I said, go on Google, or, and this is a very important part, go to an economy institution, So every government has these economic institutions that really want to help you make money, because as you make money, you have employees, you pay taxes, which is a beautiful thing for your government. The ecosystem is flourishing and everybody's happy. So these institutions would help you get researches like GFK and all sorts of Euromonitor and Mintel that would give you reports about the industry that you're looking for, market size, the growth or decrease in the market size in the past 5 years, the forecast for the market, the competition. All of these are probably written somewhere, and that research costs money. But if you have I don't know what kind of economic institution you have in your country, but if it's the kind that would be willing to help you, it could either cost you significantly less, or even they'll give you one of them to look at for free, which would give you a lot of validation or not validation to whatever it is you want to know. And the third thing I wanted to say was when I was in the university, someone told me there are two ways to learn something. One is to find out for yourself, and one is to ask someone who already knows. So this is really important. If you can find someone in this industry that you know, or you know somebody who knows, or just seems nice on LinkedIn, try to get some insider information. This is a really great shortcut, and you're gonna probably get a great connection out of that. All right, so much for the section of exploring outwardly intelligence. If you have any questions about expert institutions, expert Google Trends, Google Patents, or reports, just write us in the comments below and we would love to help you. So inwardly is about honesty. Like Oprah says, knowing who you are, because you might have an incredible idea, but know this, entrepreneurial journeys are hard, really hard. There are really incredible times that are super easy and fun, but in general, it's hard, and you want to know why you do what you do. Dale Carnegie, that wrote the incredible book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, said that there are two reasons to do something. One is the noble reason, and one is the real reason. And I think you just really want to know why you do what you do, and get these really straight, and have a really clear vision of why you think you should be doing this, you and nobody else, and how are you going to win? What is the end game? It could be just a big organization that is super healthy and giving back. It could be because you want to give people time back. It could be a lot of reasons, but if you're looking for simple, fast, quick money, I don't think that trying to take an innovative idea and turning it into a selling product would be the best route to do that. So the last thing I forgot, I already said it's almost over, but I forgot a very important thing: case studies. You want to find something, a company or a person that did something amazing in the industry that you want to get in and won. Maybe they went on an incredible IPO, maybe they sold the company for a really significant amount, and just put that in your presentations, because you're going to want to show people there is potential here for a case study. And maybe even you want to reach out to the people who did it, because they have a lot of insights and maybe they're not too busy right now. So I really think that your mindset should be about solving a problem, and how do you serve this idea? Why does this idea need you? What can you do for it? I can tell you in my story with the Daphne brush, I felt that since I was an engineer and a woman, I could sort of bring these two worlds together and bring a simpler product to women that would save time when styling their hair in the morning. So let's really quickly summarize everything that we just talked about. Intelligence is super important. You want to use Google Patents, Google Trends, case studies, and experts, including export institutions, to find out what is the real potential of your idea. And you want to know that you are the real person, and the vision should be very clear that you should be the one pursuing this journey and bringing this idea to life. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope this gave you some insights, and if you enjoyed this chapter and want to know more about this journey and how we are going to take a brand new idea and turn it into a selling product, please subscribe to the channel. It's going to be super fun.